Welcome to the channel. This is my first official video, and this is really dope. I'm excited because we just hit 100 followers, and I think this is gonna be a cool thing that I get to give you guys. As always, I'm Kai, and what I want to give you guys is 5 lessons that have really helped me as I've reflected on the last 24 years of my life. I'm turning 25 soon, and I think it's important that we take some time to dive into my experience and what has gotten me here. So stay tuned. So for those who don't know me, I love to journal. Journaling is just something that I've learned. It's not a lesson, but it's definitely a tool that I've learned that has really helped me find myself. And I journaled on these 5 lessons. And so we're going to start with one. And as we get to 3, 4, and 5, those are the ones that I would really say are the backbone of my foundation. But even more importantly, they're the ones that I have not mastered at all. They're the ones that I really need to take with me into chapter 25 because I need to work on it. But lesson 1, it all leads back to you. There's a quote that I love: no matter where you go, there you are. It's a reminder that you are the greatest project you'll ever work on. The answer will always come from inside of you. Think it's as simple as that. So often we're looking in other directions of our lives, trying to figure out the next steps we should take, and the answer's inside, bro. Sometimes I really like to remind myself when I'm asking people a question, especially if it has something to do with me, that I'm the only one that can actually answer this. So take some time. Don't be afraid to sit with yourself, and you'll find the answers. Lesson number 2, it's your world. Cultivate it. I always hear people talking about where they want to be and why they're not there yet. And for me, I say it's always because of one or two things. And that main thing is you don't see yourself as someone capable of living the life you dream of. That's why self-esteem is so important on this mission. The key is to act in alignment with your highest self as much as you can and watch how your world starts shifting in your favor. I really cannot stress how important self-esteem is. I can tell you right now, I've gotten this far because I have believed in myself, and what is holding me back is my ability to keep believing in myself, especially when it comes down to trying new things. It's always uncomfortable. You're never going to really be that good, but you need to have the confidence in your work ethic that you're going to show up and get better every day. And for me, that is really what I pride my self-esteem on. It kind of reminds me of Sis Red. I think I saw it on Instagram, but they had said, my confidence is found in my work, not my ego. And pretty much it's I show up every day and I can control that. So as long as I show up, I'm going to be confident in my ability and what I'm capable of achieving in this life. Lesson number 3. This one is a superpower. I mean, it says it right here. Self-awareness is your superpower. So much of life really just comes down to how grounded you are in your authentic self. The sooner you can recognize that perfection can exist because the only person you can be is you, the sooner you will be able to hear the voice of your soul and stop feeding the ego. When I wrote this one down, it was really just me remembering that my strong suit, something that I've really been so intentional on working on, is my ability to be self-aware. I'm not perfect. I will never be perfect. But the goal is to be perfectly me. And as long as I could continue to be self-aware enough to check myself when I'm yo, are you living in alignment? Or, yo, is this something you would choose to do? Or is this something that you are doing because society has told you that you should? The sooner I'll be able to get to my destination and where I'm trying to go. Number 4, growth is not comfortable. If it feels unfamiliar, that means it's working. In what world can we ask for something new? For something we never had and expect it to feel familiar? Our greatest success often lies on the other side of our greatest pain. When you are asking God for something new, He has to change you. And there's no limit to how far these experiences will pull you back. But no, the farther you go, the further you'll grow. I always like to use this analogy when I'm talking to the kids in my program, and it's the analogy of the slingshot. And I almost like to look at it as like you're slingshotting through seasons of your life, right? And every season has a high and a low. So to get through the season, right, let's say you finish on a high. In order to get to that next step, you got to start off low, right? You got to start off somewhere. So what happens is you're on that high of the previous season, and life is going to pull you back like a slingshot. It's going to pull you back. And it's going to feel like you're falling into old habits. You're losing yourself. You're not where you want to be. You might start even judging yourself because you know you're capable of so much more. But just like a slingshot, the further you're pulled back, the further you're going to go. And so trust that discomfort. Don't run away from it. Ask yourself, what is this trying to show me? And embrace it. The last lesson. And this lesson hits home because it's what's gotten me here. It's what's given me the opportunity to find myself in a world where everybody else is too distracted by everybody else's shit. And that lesson is love what you do. I understand it is a privilege to be in love with what you call work. I understand that everyone might not be in that position currently, but it should still be the goal. Doing something you love shouldn't have to be something you get paid to do. It should be the thing that lights your soul on fire, the thing that keeps you out of bed, the thing you can turn to when the world starts to make you forget who you are. The more we can fill our lives with the things we love to do, the happier we will feel. And who knows, you may be that special person that's special enough to get paid for what they love to do too. When I wrote this, I honestly was thinking, what's the last lesson? And I'm like, what's the best lesson? And I'm honestly like, there is no best lesson. They're all so important. But one thing that I know that you always need to have with you is gratitude. Gratitude for where you're coming from. You know, gratitude for where you started. Gratitude for what you have achieved. I don't want it to ever get lost on me, and I hope you never want it to get lost on you, that you are starting from somewhere. This lesson means a lot to me because in my darkest moment, I turned to something that seemed fun. The idea to throw on a suit and walk around college and just act like a CEO got me in a position to where I was really able to start my own business. Then it took me even further to where I was able to really connect with my community in a unique way, in a way that I don't feel like many young men get the chance to. You know, I've got to really experience what the young lives are like in the city that I come from. As I've grown older, it's like I get to reflect and literally walk through the same halls I used to walk through as a kid. And that is my lived experience, you know what I mean? And we should really love those elements of our lived experience. All right. Thank you for tuning in. This is the first official video. Shout out to the 100 people who went ahead and subscribed to my channel. Thank you. I feel like you guys believe in me probably more than I do right now. And that's something I definitely got to work on. So that's why I'm going to take these lessons with me.